love them, are converging on DeKalb County this weekend. The 68th Auburn Cord Duesenberg Festival is now underway, and that is where we find Fox 55's Brian Miller. He loves cars. He is live from the ACD Festival in the midst of a lot of sweet rides. Brian, have you spotted your favorite yet?
And a good Friday evening, a toasty Friday evening to you out here. Now, I'm got permission, of course, to sit in this car, and not only is this thing a beauty, it's a very rare classic. As far as we know, the only one of these that exists right now in the U.S., and it's only been in this country for about 60 days. The owner bought it from France and brought it here. He lives actually in St. Louis, Missouri. That's where he made the trip from. It's a Dassault race car. It was built in 1934, and originally it worked on natural gas. Now, the person who drove this here, he's one of hundreds of car owners and right around 20,000 people or so. Go ahead and take a live look here at this street. Here we are in downtown Auburn right now for the ACD Festival. And yes, there are every bit of those thousands of people here on hand so far. And actually earlier today, we were able to catch up with some of the events that were happening with this cruise-in here on the second day, and lots of cars lining the street for this cruise-in. We're talking Duesenbergs, we're talking Mustangs, pretty much every car you could imagine from about the 1930s up until more recently the 70s, even some of the 1980s and 90s cars I've seen here. Those are considered classics, some of them at this point as well. Now, we also talked about the huge turnout, and for this car show, this cruise-in today, people lined up as late as last night. Take a listen just how much they are excited about getting that prime spot.
Yes, so our Friday Cruise-In is one of our largest events. It brings hundreds of cars downtown every year. We always have it on Friday of Labor Day weekend. So the first person was in line at one of our gates last evening at 11 p.m. So people literally camp out in their cars because they're all trying to compete to get closest to Courthouse Square.
Okay, yes, and of course, a lot of things happening. There's also the auction, which is a big draw, and the other events happening include the parade tomorrow. And I want to give you another live look here back out on the street. We took a break from the car, but yeah, you can see the main stage is set up behind me. People have already started to make their way down here, enjoying drinks, a family-friendly event. This will be happening throughout the night, and there's more coming up tomorrow. Now, we mentioned people coming from all over the place. That's what I'm going to focus on at 6 o'clock. I'll give you an idea of the economic impact that this has with the amount of hotel rooms that are sold out, the restaurants that are much busier this time of year. We'll have some of that information coming up for you in our 6 o'clock hour. For now, reporting live in Auburn, I'm Brian Miller for Fox 55 News.
It is a